Hi, boys and girls. Today in writing, we are going to be finishing up by adding our closing. Yesterday, you got a chance to add your front cover and make it look really nice, so I can't wait to look at those. And so far we have written a lead that's really kind of interesting and draws the reader in, that talks maybe about the place, kind of sets the stage, like mine on a dark and stormy night. Owl heard a lady cry for help, and then we added our other events, right? Owl swooped in and noticed she was calling for her lost dog. I will look for her, said Owl. So then we added dialogue. We tried it also with some speech bubbles. Then I kind of changed up my writing over here after I added my dialogue. I said, finally Owl searched high and low, and finally he found the dog in the morning hiding under a tree, cold and wet. Okay? And I don't think I'm going to end up adding my dialogue there. Then the other day we added our other event where it says, follow me, said Owl, I know where your owner is. So I added even more dialogue because that was something I was working on, and added my third event, right? My story is kind of all out of order. It goes here, 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 and then here. So now I need to add my closing. And remember, a lead and a closing are like the sandwich on the bread. They need to match, right? We don't use a hamburger bun and a piece of wheat bread. We don't do that. We want to make sure that they match, that they go together, that they fit and make a nice beginning and ending. So I'm going to go back and read my lead. It says, on a dark and stormy night. That's how I started. Owl heard a lady cry for help. Okay. So I also still need to completely wrap up my story. I don't totally have my solution yet because the lady doesn't have her dog. So in my closing, I need to finish up something to do with the dark and stormy night and make sure that the dog gets home to his owner. So I need to make sure all of that is included. So in my closing, I think I'm going to start to say, let's see, I'm reading my last page to make sure it flows. Follow me, said Owl, I know where your owner is. The dog ran with Owl to the owner's. The dog ran with Owl to the owner's front door. There's my solution. Now I'm going to wrap it up. The storm had passed. And all was well. So let me show you what I wrote. Okay. The dog ran with Owl to the owner's front door. The storm had passed and all was well. So I did several things with my closing. See, and you might not need to do everything that I need to do, but you need to check to see that it all works. Okay? I read my third event to make sure that I could make this one smooth and make sure it would flow with that and didn't just like jump and say something that wasn't connected. Okay? I also included part of my lead. Here I was talking about a dark and stormy night. Here I say that the storm had passed. And then I added that all was well, showing that, all problems are over. The storm is over, the dog is home, it's all good. Okay? So you are going to work on your closing today. Try to connect it to your lead and definitely make sure that you have solved the problem in your story. Okay? So we're about done with this narrative, the writing part, but there's always time to polish it up. So we'll be doing a little bit more of that and finishing up our pictures in the next coming days.